Set nearly 1,000 years before the events in The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls Online lets you take part in the stories set within the compelling history and deep lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, you can start wherever you like. With no level restrictions and no subscription required, this massive world is yours to explore, alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location or storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances to the magical Somerset Isles. From the Khajiit territory of Elsewhere to Morrowind, the home of the Dark Elves. From frozen Skyrim in the north to the endless swamps of Blackmarsh, adventure is everywhere. Are you ready to forge your own legend? Options for creating and personalizing characters in the Elder Scrolls Online are almost without limit. Choose from 9 different character races, with a 10th race option available as an add-on. Select from 6 unique classes and customize them to fill exactly the role you want to play. Want to create a high elf sorcerer who wears heavy armor and wields dual daggers for close quarters combat? Why not? Or maybe a Redguard Dragon Knight who prefers light armor and a bow. It's completely up to you. Earn skill points as you adventure across Tamriel to improve your character. Then master and customize your skills to match your style of play. As you explore the world, keep an eye out for sky shards. For every 3 of these rare crystals you collect, you earn a bonus skill point to spend on your character. The in-game skill advisor provides recommendations on how to best spend your points at each level, based on the different roles available to your character. And you can always reset your skills and reallocate your points whenever you visit a major city, so you can build and play the exact character you imagine. Go anywhere, do anything. That's the freedom presented in the Elder Scrolls Online. The game scales your character to the content, so explore any dark cave or mysterious forest that intrigues you. Adventure on your own, or with friends, even if those friends have wildly different levels or belong to different alliances. Dive into the rich and varied story content as a solo player, or join a group to take on the most dangerous dungeons and boss monsters in the world. During your character creation, select one of the 3 alliances competing for power in this era: the Daggerfall Covenant, the Ebonheart Pact, or the Old Mary Dominion. Each alliance features a unique and compelling storyline, but your choice never precludes you from playing with friends of different alliances. The Elder Scrolls Online is designed so you can travel anywhere at any time, no matter your level or alliance. Tamriel is a dangerous place. When you cannot sneak or talk your way out of conflict, you have to fight. The Elder Scrolls Online features an action-based combat system, reminiscent of the classic Elder Scrolls games. Use your skills, special abilities, and a combination of light and heavy attacks to defend yourself and your allies while you obliterate your foes. Unleash powerful synergy attacks when fighting as part of a group, and use block and dodge to reduce damage and avoid enemy attacks. If you prefer sneaking to direct combat, you can use stealth to evade detection, get around obstacles, or even set yourself up to unleash a potent surprise attack. Even the best solo player needs a little help now and then. Use the Group and Activity Finder and the Friends list to team up with other players for a dungeon or other adventure. The Elder Scrolls Online community is extremely welcoming to new players and invites them to join in. Our players go out of their way to help new players and show them the ins and outs of adventuring in Tamriel. This is especially evident within player guilds, a great way to meet others and develop lasting relationships that enhance your game. Join a guild to trade resources, tackle group content, or simply chat about the latest revelation of lore. There are also in-game guilds your character can join to receive new skill options and special rewards. The Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Thieves Guild are all accessible through story content. And for a real challenge, join the Undaunted and earn a unique skill line and extra rewards for tackling group dungeons. Dungeons present some of the most difficult and dangerous content available in the Elder Scrolls Online. From the small dungeon delves that challenge solo players, to group dungeons that require 4 players to take on, to the ultimate 12-person trials. These strange and wondrous places offer amazing visuals, complex battles, and compelling opponents unlike anything else in the game. Once your character reaches 10th level and you have a better understanding of the game, the Elder Scrolls Online gives you the option to participate in a variety of player versus player, or PvP, content. Duels offer a more intimate PvP experience, where you can test your skills or try out a new character build in one-on-one combat against another player. Battlegrounds present short, intense combat, as 4-person teams take on 15-minute battles to earn achievements, experience, and special rewards. Alliance wars are large-scale battles, where the 3 alliances fight for control of the imperial capital of Cyrodiil. With siege weapons and massive armies, fight to capture and defend keeps and win the day. While you adventure and explore, don't forget to collect the valuable resources you find scattered throughout the world. These items can be used to craft weapons, armor, food, potions, and accessories that you can use to improve or further customize your character. Develop your skills in one or more professions and improve them by completing specialized crafting writs. The professions include alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, clothing, woodworking, provisioning, and jewelry crafting. The Elder Scrolls Online provides players with the ability to own and personalize homes for their characters all across Tamriel. Homes can be acquired by completing quests, purchased through the Crown Store, or bought with in-game gold. Houses consist of single-room abodes to multi-chambered mansions. But nothing beats the opulence or grandeur of a manor house, complete with luxury accommodations for your character and up to 24 guests. Home ownership doesn't end there. Craft furnishings and accessories to personalize, improve, and decorate your home. There's never been a better moment to jump in and start playing the Elder Scrolls Online. With access to a multitude of adventures all across the width and breadth of hell, and the freedom to play wherever and however you like. It's time to begin your Elder Scrolls story.
Thanks a lot. That was really refreshing. I'm really happy about what's going on. Are you happy what's going on today in your daily login rewards? With old Mount Buddy there. So here, gonna start out with what's going on is the daily rewards you're gonna receive over an Xbox. You will receive a scale color crate in Xbox. I just logging into the channel here. Make sure you get logged into the channel. So I'm looking in here off of Mount Buddy. Everybody's doing good. So how is Tweet doing? Tweet, introduce yourself. So looking at here, tweet is like gearing to go, gearing to go. Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do here, go over into see how Tweet's doing. Okay. I'm gonna get in here into see where Tweet is. Tweet, Tweet, do you hear me? Do you hear her? Tweet, do you hear him? Do you hear her? So we're over here on Elder Scrolls VI and Twitter, and we're looking for where Tweet is. Oh, so how's Tweet doing? There's Tweet. What is this? There's Tweet. Oh, Tweet is so cute. All right. We'll see where if Tweet is doing all right. Because how Tweet is doing over in Yakazu's ESO. Yeah, and there's Tweet. Tweet's doing pretty good. Tweet's like boom, 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 boom. Tweet will help you ride to your journeyed location that you're trying to get into. Tweet is doing it. Oh yeah, Tweet. You're looking good, Tweet. I know. You're not that cute, Tweet, but you're doing really good. would you like to have a Tweet? You might be able to ride him. Oh, so sweet. I know. So sweet is Tweet. Hi there, Tweet. How are you doing? Ah, so looking into the daily login rewards of what you're going to receive here today. This is sweet. In Steam, you guys are going to receive a scale collar crate. This is such a beautiful thing that you guys are going to receive. So sweet. So sweet that I'm going to take a quick break and I will be right back. Did I miss anything? I hope not. So to just get back here really quick, and what I want to explain here for those of you guys here tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. What we're gonna have is we're gonna shut down the server at 9 o'clock. So make sure you turn your device off after you get done watching Waxwell Community here later on tonight, right at 9 o'clock. The game is going to be shut down for maintenance at 9 o'clock. So remember, 9 o'clock the server is going down. So remember to log in so you can get your Scalpel crate. Might be a whistle. I'll be right back. Okay, just got back here and trying to look on what page gonna look at. So I'm gonna go in here. You want to feel like you're in the game, or do you want to feel like you're in a news broadcast? Do you want to feel like you are in control? Oh, well, you got to get those scale color crates known about what's going on in there. All right. So I'm gonna just go in here into a Steam screen of what we see over on the for the daily rewards, the daily login rewards of what's going on with what we're going to receive. Here we are receiving the scale color crown crates. As you can see, this is an earlier snapshot during the game. It's super beautiful. Oh, this is Redlia. Redlia has colored her hair a little different. So right here, I'm trying to think of what the days are. So this was a little confusing where it says resets in 30 days and 3 hours. So this was a little more confusing. Those of you in the Xbox aren't going to understand this one bit on this screen right here. However, it looks very similar. So in here, this is what we're receiving both in Xbox and Steam. These are an indication of the scale color crates. How the company got this in here, this is absolutely amazing. Those of you guys that are not regularly logging in, you quite might possibly not be receiving a scale color crate, just for the purpose of if you haven't logged in regularly, then you might not be receiving the same thing that we're receiving. So getting in here further, right here we have the Seals of Endeavor that is coming in here on. You would think this calendar, or it was this was a calendar of sorts. It is a calendar of sorts, but however, might not be the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Unless, so we're looking to get what 3,000. This is the end of the month. I don't know what that is, but what I do know is that through the 6th here, coming up here tomorrow, locally, March 6th is the day that is said to be like transitioning over to a different thing, such as right here on the 7th is most likely we're going to be receiving the Seals of Endeavor, 500 of those Seals of Endeavor on the 7th. So you should check your Xbox console and see that you're going to be receiving some Seals of Endeavor on the 7th. Now this is kind of actually changed, and I don't know why the system was changing so much. But we got to figure it out now, and it's looking a lot better because we're receiving the same thing. That's the most important thing. If you don't log in regularly, you're not going to you're not going to be receiving the same thing as a person who is in the system every day. And so that's an important thing to make sure that you're logging in each day, so you can not only keep up to date, but you can get ahead in the system. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully you do. Okay, so this is coming up here. This is Tuesday, and we're looking to go into Wednesday. Uh, so was it the third that from the third through the sixth? So the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So this looks like this is the four blocks that of the days that the scale color crates are being given here in this block that has been presented for both sides. This is a great thing. So let's see here. The seventh is considered here locally on a Thursday. So the seventh we're looking at on Thursday. We'll be receiving the seals of endeavor on Thursday. So you might have thought like Friday, but think of it Thursday. The seals of endeavor. Think about how you're going to receive the seals of endeavor on Thursday. Let's see here. This is some good stuff to look at. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to leave this on the screen here right now, so this can kind of give us an indication of what we're going to receive. And those of you over in PlayStation and Xbox, same thing. So I am going to take a quick break. Hopefully you guys are having a good drive and learning a lot more about Elder Scrolls. Back to ESO news. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying your drive. I'm going to learn a lot about Elder Scrolls. Back here with Mount Buddy over here in ElderScrollsOnline.com. Who's going to get you over to the scale color crate? Mount Buddy is going to get you over to the scale color crate. So make sure you start talking to Mount Buddy about where Mount Buddy's taking you. Very, very, very good stuff. So looking in here, going to get into the live discussion as we're gearing towards the end of the event for White Strikes event going here, PvP event going on. Tough competition going on. Did you get your competition? I want to see the I want to see the tournament results. I want to see what place you got in, because I guarantee there was a tournament. Did you get fifth place? Oh, you were in the next bracket below. So did you get fourth or third place? Since you were in the tournament? I don't know if there was an actual tournament, but that's what it seems like. It. You know, when you're like competing, you're like, dude, are you gonna, you want to be all American with Mount Buddy, huh? What are you just gonna be? Well, you're gonna get sixth place, huh? Huh? The other competitors like, I'm gonna get that fifth place. I'm gonna get in that fifth place. I'm gonna make you sit down on the bench. I love the music. It's such a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Like really, 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 really good. Well, good old Mount Buddy. You're like Mount Buddy. Mount Buddy. Looks like we're gonna get into the discussion, the live discussion of going on. What is going on in the live discussion? And so looks like we are going into the discussion of booted from server and forum. For some people, you're not going to like what this even says. Booted a literal minute after logging in and opening Crown Crate. Had been unlogged out of forum. Accepted new terms. Message. I was on new computer. Which was false. Verified email. Still couldn't log into forum or game refreshed and tried third time. Got into forum. Can't get into game. So Maravery. Let's start out with the first line. You got booted a literal minute after logging in and opening up the Crown Crate. So I can see that. I don't see that in the forum though. I see that in the account where like when we log into the account button where that sometimes logs off within a matter of minutes. So booted from server and forum. What is this? What does this mean? Booted from server and forum. So, how did Maravery even rank if they were booted from server and the forum? How does is this like a landmark where Maravery was like a testament of, hey, don't get booted out. Once you're in Elder Scrolls, you are in it for life. You are in here forever. Forever. You are ever and ever more and ever, forever and ever and ever more, forever in Elder Scrolls. You know, when you get into Elder Scrolls, you're in it for life. So the problems that Maravery had, Maravery is no longer with us. So what we have to do is like, why did Maravery get unlogged out of forum? Well, Maravery, what did you do? Did you mess with the 2 stars? Or maybe Maravery's like, I think this would be cute of putting 3 stars rather than 2 stars. And then I'll just like try to trick their minds to where it actually has only 1 star in there. So the question here on here with in this discussion, most likely this will stay here for future people that come into the system that look at this stuff. I don't know what Maravery was doing. And I'm sure a lot of other people don't know what Maravery was doing. However, now whether Maravery was looking to be funny and trying to like do some funny, not so funny things inside of the system where they complain and 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 complain. That's when multiple people in the company start understanding. And they're like, what was Maravery doing? There's something new coming in. Not in the update 41 game just yet. It might be able to. If we have time, we can play the update 41 game. So going to looks like this is right there. That's a good thing. So going into the game, like of Sky Oblivion online, you guys are gonna love the costumes coming in. The female costumes are coming in. We'll get the pet costumes like taken care of. And you know, if you are thinking about having a pet, why don't you go and look over and get Mount Buddy when Mount Buddy is available? Do you forget about Dragon Nymph? I bet some did forget about Dragon Nymph. Dragon Nymph, come right in. I'm right here. They're like, Da, 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 da. Mount Buddy picks up the sailor that didn't know any better. And Mount Buddy goes and dumps the sailor in the place that the sailor's supposed to be. Then Mount Buddy comes back, asking for some crumsika sauce. I'm getting that. Have you thought about what you're going to wear today, dear? Think about it. I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully, you're having a good drive and a good day. I will be right back. Have you thought about what you're going to wear today, dear? Just got back. Trying to look better and trying to feel better. Like you might think of like, what do I want to eat? Hey, man, buddy, go get me some food, please. I need some food. Remember, 9 o'clock tonight, the server is shutting down for maintenance. Not for sure how long. Kind of depending upon how long you are your. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to erase your account if you don't get off. You better get off. It's like I'm telling you, you've gotta log off of your game right now. That's how important it is. Like over at 9 o'clock coming up, there's gonna be people like, what? No, it wasn't at 9 o'clock. Oh, but yes. You heard that the server is turning off at 9 o'clock. Don't look very cute when you have things that aren't going well, and then there's a person who's like, dun 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 dun, then you're like, who's you? So just some advice, just a suggestion. You probably want to do this. You always want to try to do when you see something that you think is funny, but yet you know that someone else is going to be mad at you in the future. You kind of have to be accepting of what they do. Now, however, this is the difference in making fun of real people and then not making fun of people, like picking on people. This is the point where you don't want to make fun of someone. In the bug reports, for example, Reverie could be in there. Reverie could have done that on purpose. And then just planted the bug report in there. And I'm waiting for people to talk about the bug report. Reverie is sitting there like, now when is that bug report going to be completed? We have a 9 o'clock appointment to where we have to shut down and we have to maintenance the server here tonight. You're going to have to be logged off of your system, or otherwise we're taking your console. And if you actually become very vulgar and you become difficult to work with, we will destroy your console. So it'd be a good thing to not be part of something that's going to interrupt the bug report. Hopefully you're having a good drive and you just learned a little bit more about real Elder Scrolls. Oh, I just got back here. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the drive. We're gonna get some music going on here. Um, kind of talk about a little story that went on here earlier. Now we will mold the story of Mount Buddy. Mount Buddy's gonna do it right though. So there's a little story. A real life story. You know, I was back in school, sitting there at the front door in the whatever the area of the opening of the lesson place in the schooling zone. Well, there was another classmate that said, "Hey, we can get some pizza." And then he was saying, "Hey, I know how to. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this pizza for free for us." I was out there. I didn't realize what was going on, but this has gone on more than before than you would have ever thought. And once you realize what this story is, you're going to know to not do that. It's like, so this will let you know that you cannot eat food that you have not literally paid for. That will come down, and that will burn your bridges if you have done that on purpose, or you continue to do that. You're going to be burning your bridges. You're going to be going down in the fire. How the guy called up the local pizza place. Hey, I want some pizza. So called up the pizza place. He put in his card numbers of his bank card or credit card, whatever the case that it was that he was using. Pizza came in. We got some pizza. Yeah, that's all good. I did not know what was going on. Now that I've thought about what was going on, I'm like, that I can't have that happen. I can't even eat a piece of pizza like that. So as we're eating pizza, yum 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 yum. The pizza is really really good. And then what he had done? He says, "Hey, hey, everyone, you want some pizza? You want some more pizza? We're gonna get some more. We're gonna get some more pizza." So then calls back the local pizza place and said it was a wrong order, and he complained to get some more pizza for free. So what he was doing is he was getting a refund from the pizza place, and that doesn't work. Look at this over with Orsinium. The company has, through faith, given the new DLC available that's considered the foundation, or hoped to be considered the foundation. It's been written before of how Orsinium is hoped to be the foundation of Gold Road. You see what I'm saying? Kind of like with another game series in of what the foundation is. You can't break that foundation. The company has presented the new DLC in faith that the consumer, as in you, will pay for that DLC in some form. What I'm talking about, you're not going to actually pay for a restaurant food in substitution for the DLC of Orsinium. Do you understand what I'm saying? You cannot substitute, hey, I'll pay for this dinner. That can be a substitute thing. Hey, girl, I, I'll take you out to a restaurant, and that'll be that substitute payment for that DLC. Fat chance you're not getting in. See what I'm saying? What we need is a substitute payment. If you're paying an ESO plus membership, that in a form is a good thing. Like to where that helps out the DLC rise up and get paid. And how much is the exact DLC cost? You know what I'm saying? The company actually presented the DLC for free. However, that the DLC is not for free. The DLC actually costs money. So what's the cost? I haven't even looked in this, but I know that this is trying to get Gold Road presented a little bit more. I'm just upset that I was eating bad pizza. See what I'm saying? Well, I'm not happy that I was eating bad pizza. Now that I understand that that cannot happen again. So what I'm talking about with these things that need to be paid, you don't want those bug reports that you might laugh about. You don't want that to go out of proportion to where that will lead into some tension in the area that you're at. That you might be talking to the person face to face right now. So it's a once that crap gets taken out, once the crap gets taken care of. Now, some people just have to understand when the crap gets put out, we don't have a problem anymore. We don't want the crap. We want the good stuff. The good stuff. The good stuff. With Mountain Buddy. Mountain Buddy's there. So, life lesson in Elder Scrolls: don't burn your bridges. I never want to burn my bridges. I never want to burn any bridges. Guaranteed. Why? I never want to have bad pizza ever again. Just got back in here, and hopefully, you guys are having a good drive. As Mount Buddy has been keeping you company while you've been watching, and this is the key to the story that happened here earlier, where you don't want to burn your bridges. How there's just a whole past memories that came in that I don't even want to remember. Right here over with the Mount Buddy, what we have to do by you guys not burning your bridges. This is the key fundamental lesson. You want to pay your due. Have you ever heard someone when you're getting ready to go into a place? Now, if you just have a regular job, you would have never heard this statement before. In a field that you are going into, you will hear this in the future from someone. They will say when somebody asks, you might be listening into the conversation of someone asking someone, how do I get ahead here? How do I get to the position that I'm trying to get? The person that they're talking to is going to respond to them saying that they will have to pay the due in order to rise up into the position of the field they're in. With that, I'm getting ready, and the reason to pay your due, you don't want to actually mess up and not pay. If you don't pay, there's going to be some people breathing down your throat, and you're not gonna actually get away. It's pretty easy to pay your due, so I would suggest paying your due. I'm not mean. I'm just telling you how it is, and if I have to be mean, I will be mean, and I'm not meaning to be mean. I'm saying pay right now, so I don't have to actually yell at you in person. That would be maddening. I'm yelling over, a whole group. Think about it. I wouldn't be surprised if the company would pay me to do this. What happened? A whole group of people are sitting there in the party. Oh, cocktails and wine and all these hot dogs and these sweet rolls are so delicious. We will love this. And I come in. I'm like, listen up here. You have had to pay your due in a long time, and no, you will not get that sweet roll. And I'm like, Steward, I would like you to take that sweet roll, set it back, and if some of them sweet rolls haven't been eaten, we'll be able to eat them. So then the people that are sitting there whining and dining, so excited, but haven't paid their due yet. I come in. Listen up here. You've had to pay your due for a very long time. I'm going to go right to your table, and I'm going to take your purse, and I am going to take your money cards from you, and I'm going to pay for that due right in front of all these people. Gets better. The story continues. I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully you're having a good drive. Be right back. I just got back. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your drive, and I have to be adamant on what is being done here of explaining of what you guys need to do. I have to explain here in Mount Buddy with Twitter, for example. I'm calling Mount Buddy Tweet as a nickname. I don't know what Mount Buddy's actual nickname is, but I call Mount Buddy Tweet. And so what I have to explain is actual website pictures cannot be transmitted over onto other communication sites without the proper tools going in. There is a difference in legal matters and non-legal matters in which we can actually transmit the pictures. Now, if you're on the other side where you're not with us, of those of us who do not pay and pay for these things to be transmitted and are on the same line, but we are looking in at you people that have not paid, that are on the other side, you have to pay those proper channels and proper lines in order for the communications to continue to be established and to where you can receive a communication. If you continue not to pay, this is going to go down to the line where I will come further in near you and you won't even understand that I'm really speaking to you. I'm trying to bring this out so there is no tension going into when we are trying to transmit and communicate a message. I don't wish for there to be any tension when the points after points get connected. I don't want any more problems. However, there have been continued problems, and look what's happening. It's going to come up further. You're going to get in some trouble if you don't pay your due. So, best thing to do is pay your due. I think I've pretty much explained everything in a nutshell of what's going on here today. So, the scale collar crate, all upon the scale collar crate. We are getting the scale collar crate. I haven't said enough. Hopefully, you're having a good drive. I will be right back. If you're having a good drive. Where are you driving in Amarillo next? I'll you'll drive with me later on tonight. Nice and cozy place. We get ready. Go into Sky Oblivion. Or we don't have to take care of Mount Buddy. Just got back in here, and I have to explain the real life story. This really happened. I'm not sure why this happened, and this has to get out in the open. When they know these things, of course, people understand what's going on. They not understand the whole issue of what's going on. I'm talking about when when we go into a restaurant, for example. This happened to me in real life earlier. This was in Portland, Oregon, and what had happened is I went into a restaurant, and I went in for the purpose of not paying the the restaurant. You do not want to burn your bridges. I guarantee you do not want to burn your bridges. You have to pay back in some form. When you can't pay, what happens to you when you go in and do something on purpose? It's not a fun thing. You go in and you don't pay thing. The this goes to the point of the connection of what I'm talking about. The connection when you go into a place of business, the place of business expects that they're going to get paid when you go in and you order something. This goes further on outside of the food industry to when you pre-think of something to do, you do not want to pre-think of doing something without paying for something. So what I'm talking about over in the next coming up in the next chapter, you being in Elder Scrolls, you have you have to pay. We have to make sure that Gold Road is actually paid. That will solidify the system to where whatever you did in the past, that will in some form help out from what wrong you had done earlier. So what I'm talking about with the going into the story, you know how scary that is? That's very scary. I'm just going to explain the story. I'm in the restaurant. The waiter is sitting there. I think I got a Dr. Pepper or Coca Cola, whatever the soda was. Got it was like a grilled cheese or it was a like a chicken sandwich or something like that. So then what had happened is I had to explain to the waiter how I didn't have the money. What happens when you don't have the money? Well, there's a lot of things that can happen. So what I had done is I was near the bottom of the barrel. And I think I'm not for sure if the waiter actually understood like my situation. The point is you don't want to go into something without paying for something, pre-thinking something like dining and dashing. I think everyone has seen that happen before, whether someone has done that or whether they have like thought about it. The point of not even thinking about actually going into a place without paying for something, that's bad news. And so what I'm talking about is don't even think about going into a place to not pay for something that's going to actually help you grow. What I'm talking about in this segment is to not burn your bridges. Now, if you have burned your bridges, there is still hope for you guys to pay for Gold Road here coming up here in the month of June. And so if you have not paid for something that you have that you're supposed to pay for, this is a substitution for paying for those things that you have not paid for in the past. This is a stepping point into where this will help you grow. This is not going to completely actually take care of the actual problem. You see what I'm saying? If you go into a place and you haven't paid, the way that I look at something that something is paid is when you pay something back in a double form. What I'm talking about with the individual place that I had went to, I had to pay over double in order for the issue to be resolved. You see what I'm saying? If you would have just gone into a store and just paid for the item, I'm just gonna talk about uh, a place such as Amazon. If you get a an Elder Scrolls CD game, such as such as the Elsewhere DLC on CD, how much ever that DLC costs, say it costs $24.99, you're gonna want to pay that. You're gonna want to pay that DLC price. Now, if you go in there and you actually take that DLC, well, there's a point of where you're going to have to pay about $50 to coincide with that problem, which you should have never thought about actually taking something that you were meaning not to pay. So in this segment, this is a good thing to learning on how to not burn your bridges. When you go into a place and you contemplate on how not to pay, that's bad news, because you're gonna overthink of what needs to be done. You're like, hey, like, how much do you think that soda costs? Like, I'm not gonna be able to pay for that meal, but how much do you think that soda costs? And then people in a restaurant or in a place that you're in there and you're talking to your buddy, hey, how much do you think that soda costs? What would happen if we would just pay that soda instead of the entire meal? That won't work. That's the point. When there's a set price, I'm just going to say, for instance, like a meal. If a meal is $24.99, you're going to have to pay that price of the meal with the taxes involved. It probably comes out to about $27 with taxes, wherever a restaurant is. You know what I'm saying? So the point is, you're not going to be able to get away from just paying for a soda, for substituting and paying for an entire meal. The basic point is to pay your due, in which I'm explaining you want to pay Gold Road before June comes to you. I've learned what I've learned. This is some good things of what you guys can learn to do also. The point of paying the next chapter is so you'll be able to grow and you'll be able to get paid. You see what I'm saying? When you pay for something, the payments will come back to you in the future. That's the whole point of the circulation of being able to live. That's what I'm talking about with the next chapter coming in. By you paying the next chapter here today, for example, if you can. Now, if you are getting paid tomorrow, for example, make sure you get Gold Road, or make sure you get one of those proper channels actually paid. This goes further on to where how people are trying to sneak in on something in which they have not paid their due. And so, which I kind of have to speak up to where, hey, you kind of want to pay that due right now so you don't get in trouble later. Because if you're just looking to sneak around and not pay for something, you're going to have to pay over double, because multiple people are understanding. They're like, you really haven't paid anything. You're going to have to pay me. And look at what's happening. I've got another person that you're going to have to pay after me. And look at that. The next person that's talking to you saying you have to pay me, the next person is going to say, hey, you're going to have to pay that person after you pay me. And then it goes further down to where you still haven't understood that next person that I had suggested going to you is going to suggest to that other person, which is going to suggest to that other person, and that should be good enough to get you to actually understand that you have to pay your due. It's an important thing to pay your due, like to where you don't get into trouble later on down the road with lines of people. If you don't understand that you have to pay for a specific due in an ample amount of time, then you're setting yourself up for disaster. And what I'm explaining is you want to pay a certain due before it becomes too late. So it's time to get the time here today or tomorrow. Make sure that you pay your due. That's the important thing. Get that over with, done and over with, and then I don't have to complain. Once I get paid, I will explain that I have been paid an ample amount. Now, what I'm explaining for those of you guys to pay the next chapter, that will help. That will help. What I'm explaining is the more of you that pay the next chapter, the cycle will come back to me, and I will be able to explain that the money has come to me and is continuing to come to me. That's what I'm explaining with the circulation of money. It's basically paying your due, and that solidifies the circulation of money. You see what I'm saying? I can live and you can live. It's the basic obligation in which we're required to do in life. So I have to explain over and over again until the concept is actually understood. Hopefully, you guys are having a good drive and have learned a lot more about Elder Scrolls. This is going to help you out tremendously in life. I will be right back here in a little bit as the segment is almost done. Hopefully, you guys. I will be back here at 7 o'clock p.m. And remember, 9 o'clock is when the server is shutting down. So remember, 9 o'clock after game night tonight, we're shutting down the server, and then we can start looking at how we can grow in Elder Scrolls here tomorrow. Really good thing. So I'm going to get off the screen here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your drive and you are doing something good. Please get your due paid where you pay at least that next chapter. I have to be kind of stingent, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you do know what I'm saying now. Hopefully you are having a good drive. If you're not paying that due, you're not having a good drive. Boy, before this is getting over with, this is a heated topic going on with not burning your bridges. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, and you understand how important, how if you've burnt your bridges, you ain't getting in somewhere else. Um, there's no even talking your way out of like finagling trying to when you burn your bridges, you're done. And what I'm explaining is the importance for you guys to pay your dues so you don't burn your bridges. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully you do see what I'm saying and you learn from that. This is an important thing. This is the chat here going on. I'm hoping that more of you guys that can actually communicate that are over on YouTube, communicating to some friends to where you guys, where those guys communicate over in Twitch. So that's an important thing. The discussion going on here in YouTube that has gone on today, well, this is what's going on today. It says here, hi. Hi. Say the N word for $75. Hi. Yeah, I'm not sure what the N word is. Like, night? It's a puzzle. It's like, you get to say the N word if you paid $75. Might never know what the N word is. Nice. You get some like McNuggets or hey. Somebody might be able to go get a bunch of nuggets. Then we all like Mount Buddy. Mount Buddy go ride. You might even get a ride, Mount Buddy, by going over, where Mount Buddy used to be Saul. Then Mount Buddy turned into Paul. Hi there, Tweet. So I'm going to get off the screen. Hopefully, you guys have learned everything. I think I've said everything that I'm supposed to have been that I'm supposed to have said. So hope you guys have had a good drive and are doing well. So meet up here later at 7. We can do some Elder Scrolls work in the night game. Getting ready. Redley's ready. And I'm sure Tweet is ready too. Tweet is probably in the stable. I don't know where Tweet is, but Tweet is getting ready. Tweet got the message out. The daily login rewards. Oh, Tweet, you are my hero. You know what I'm saying? Daily login rewards, March of 2024. There was a couple little minor issues in there. I know that where the middle score was kind of spaced out a little bit more. But the important thing is Tweet got a word in. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Tweet. I really, really appreciate you for doing your job. Thank you so much, Tweet. I can't wait to see you outside of the stable where I start seeing you in the game. However, you might not be coming into the game because you might be going over to the next chapter in Gold Road. So, are you going to get caught up with Mount Buddy? Or with Tweet? Or are you going to go with Dragon Imp? Dragon Imp. Dragon Imp. Dragon Imp. Dragon Imp. top of your dragon input. Dragon input.